Time with Ohene Kwame.
Say, unya information in your area, don't skip budgeting. Because budgeting are the best manage usika. You understand? You need to know how much odira business name. Enema we here, a honka. Not just say, odi wadwini ebu a car, obebo afa, wadwana obey any hunyina. Na wasusu biribi na bisusu ni ya profit a obey day, obenya budgeting. Onipa bi a wote won ma wonya budget emma wankasa ho kra no sometimes who say ne usika sem ye day etie. We manage our money by budgeting. You need to know how much you earn and how much you spend. You understand? It is here sika na ekuta no so ye budget for adekra wo ye no. So beto ingredients and now they are no bibi. Adia one the obeto ABI maggi saying salt saying oil saying. Obekani nyina bomu o package abeka o package nyina bomu how much wo de be ye sa product no. No wo hundie wo de be gie. No hu mfaso a wo be dey obenya. Se wa anye sa budget na hu sika wo de awram ne mfaso a wo be dey obenya. There should be a projection of your profit by going through a very specific budget. What I say. So it also reflects during your research. When you're researching in an area, you need to have your budget. I would do regimen. The third one is investing. Okay. I would say reinvesting because what you are doing now is investing. So reinvesting, the amount for me jet to make you grab 30 years, no more 20 years. You know, be an reinvesting in Sika. If you want to multiply your money, you need to invest your money. But I would say a whole problem so ho. Obi o ho no mo a wa ye adwuma kutaska. Opese or reinvest. Na o pega sika dia ko ra business for na ni business na oye no ayede akofom. Etimi gukra because onye sika ntimi run business ni biem. And a business for na wakwa ase no en ase ma usika ntem sa. So what I say, sika bi ebe ba bia no eye sa investment capital no capital na odi rem no. I was odi kan tie no kra eto ho. Ansa no hu mfaso a wonya. It might take you little time. You understand? And how much you need to reinvest is very important to run that through budgeting. You understand? Into kuta business bi na wo ye. Na person multiply usika through reinvestment. You have to be very careful. If you ignore the process of budgeting, it simply means that you are going to throw your money away and it will affect your current business now or running. So what I say, So when you are starting businesses with money, you are investing. But if you want to multiply that money through that business now, where you're reinvesting, that is where the problem is. You need a confirmed setup with that current business. You understand? And if you want to reinvest, you need to detail a manner of budgeting for that particular business you want to do. Sometimes the new business requires a lot of money. You don't have to use all the money you are using to run that business to go into that business. It's wrong. You need to take your time. Make sure you have enough money. If you are still interested to reinvest in that particular business, you need to take your time, have money before you do that reinvestment. All started business you need to affirm so many things before you can open branches. Practically, you need to be involved even at where your business is. You understand? Your availability, your commitment, your supervision, your professional experience that you will use to manage that business. It requires your appearance, your visibility. So if you are starting a business, you don't need to be opening branches. You need to first focus on one place where you think the market is big. You understand? With time, if you measure you measure the strength of your finance or the muscles of your finance and you realize you are making money, that is where you can open branches. Opening branches sometimes depends on your market demands. You understand? Your target market demands. If your market is demanding more, That means you need to run an expansion of business. If you want to expand, that is where you have the idea to open other branches, meaning the demand is high. You understand? The capacity of production depends on the market demands. If your market demand is very low, you need to stay where you are and make sure you strategize to increase your productivity. You understand? But if the market demand is very high and your production capacity is very low, but you can monitor the progress and how do you call the sales. When your sales are very effective, that is where you can start thinking about expansion. If you need to go to other locations, it depends on how you monitor your system. Sometimes you should be there to supply the needs of the market. You don't have to go to any other place. You understand? If you think location becomes a barrier, location becomes a problem, that is where you need to open branches. So it depends on how you are responding to your demands. You understand? If you start opening branches at so many places, there will be loopholes for employees, for workers to bring you down. They will steal from you. And one more thing, location you'll be exposed to so many things that will give you experience to write your policies, that will give you experience to restrict certain areas in terms of finance. You understand? This will give you more experience so that when you go to other places to open branches, you'll be exposed to some amount of thefts from your employees. You understand? So the experience will be gathered. The experience will be at that place. For some time, you'll be able to know all the loopholes, which will help you to manage the other branches.
Time with Ohene Kwame.
MTV New Vision.